I am doing a junk food confessional because it is beyond what you would probably fathom that I would have the audacity to eat. I just want to preface this by saying that I started off the week amazing, making good choices in terms of like how to avoid temptation. There was even one point where I was going to a birthday party and I knew that my mealtime was going to hit somewhere during the birthday party and I was probably going to succumb to whatever was at the party. So I sat in my car and I ate my meal in the car like a freaking loser so that when I went to the party, then I wouldn't be tempted to eat the junk food. This is where my focus and my willpower was. I don't know, somewhere I snapped. It just triggered a whole downward spiral, a whole snowball and avalanche of really, really bad decisions. I mean, this is tantamount to any sort of addict having a relapse. So I relapsed into junk food. The thing that set it off, I think, there was this chocolate cake there, and chocolate is my weakness, and that is the best when they have the chocolate cake that has the ganache on the top, potent, rich, decadent, chocolatey all the way through type chocolate. I stood there in front of the cake wondering if I should take a piece or not, should take a piece or not, should take a piece or not. And I mean, I thought about it for the whole night. Even though I was dancing, pretending like, yeah, I'm just here having fun. In my head, I'm dancing and thinking, God, should I? Shouldn't I? Chocolate cake? No chocolate cake. Take a piece? Don't take a piece. I don't know. And it wasn't until I left at the end of the night that I was able to not take a piece. But the damage had been done. I was already craving it. I went home and thought I was going to indulge in moderation with these things called Vitamuffin Tops, where it's 100 calories, which has fiber and all that. Well, I had my chocolate muffin top. And then I had another one. And then I had another one. And then there were no more. So I had 3 healthy muffin tops, which is the same thing as eating one big fat chocolate muffin. And it just got really ugly after that. I'm really ashamed, and I should probably make my trainer promise to still work with me before she watches this, because there is a danger that she may just drop me, and I wouldn't blame her. I'm proving my lack of integrity with this video, so please just try to listen with an open heart and be entertained. Make it entertaining, because you can laugh at this. Okay, you can afford to laugh at this. So this is what happened. After I had my Vitamuffin Tops, it wasn't over. It wasn't enough. Because you know what? I really should have just had that chocolate cake. I really wanted it. It was so good. That little swipe that I had was amazing. And I was trying to emulate that. Nothing could fill the shoes of that chocolate cake. So when the Vitamuffin Tops didn't do it, when 3 of them didn't do it, I went and found a chocolate bar, and I freaking ate it in my bed like a disgusting animal. I just ate chocolate while laying in bed, pretending like I was being productive by reading a book, but really that was just a masquerade for stuffing my face with chocolate. That was the way I ended the night, with freaking chocolate in my mouth while I fell asleep. And then I woke up the next day, and instead of starting over fresh, I just continued the madness. 10 in the morning, I went and got a slice of pizza and just ate the crust. But the pizza place is one of those places that's conjoined with a donut shop. So I walked past the donut shop and then walked back and got a freaking donut stick. And I tried to eat just part of it, and I ate almost the whole thing. Then I went to someone's office, and there was a Hershey Kiss tray. A tray of Hershey's Kisses. I ate like 5 of them. And then I went to sit down at a cafe and decided, let me settle in and take a chill pill here and have a tea. So I had a tea, and I was like, let me cleanse my palate, cleanse my system, maybe throw up once or twice. it wasn't more than 10 minutes that my eyes just wandered over to the muffin section and decided to go for that pistachio muffin. And then I tried to eat just the top of the muffin, but I ended up eating the whole thing. I left like a bite. And then I was still trying to start over, and I went to this course that I had to take that day. So come lunchtime, I eat my healthy chicken and asparagus. Then everybody starts filtering in with pizza, with chicken parmesan, with toasted paninis, with freaking garbage that I wanted. So I looked longingly at someone's sandwich and commented on how delicious it looked. And there must have been this look of desperation in my eyes. And the guy, who was a stranger to me, offered me half of his sandwich. And I had already eaten my chicken and asparagus. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't even hungry. I started the day full from like the shenanigans of the night before. So the last thing I was hungry for his chicken parmesan, but I still wanted it. So I cut off a piece of his breaded chicken parmesan sandwich on toasted bread and ate it. And it was delicious. I still had meal 4, 5, and 6 with me. I was like, well, who am I fooling at this point? At this point, if I eat this healthy food, it's just more calories. There's no nutrients in my day anymore. I completely threw in the towel, and my biggest vice besides chocolate is frozen yogurt. And I have been resisting frozen yogurt for so long that all these frozen yogurt stores are wooing me back with free store credit and money on my loyalty card. Sometimes what stops you from buying junk food is the fact that you're going to pay for it. But if it's free, that's a different story. That's one less thing in your way. So I went to 3 frozen yogurt stores and utilized all the free credit that each of them had given me. Yup. I filled cups with frozen yogurt and topped them with candy and cake. And the toppings were really good. And I never knew how good those toppings were because I've never eaten them before. I always leave it plain or have like some almonds or fruit on it, just, in an attempt to keep the treat healthy. But at this point, I had lost all sense of direction. So I went and got a cup and filled it with just toppings. So basically, I got a cup of candy and cake. I filled a cup with candy and cake, and they weighed it, and I paid for it, and I still had points left. Can you believe it? And it was all I could do to stop from using even those points. Then when I was going home, yeah, there's more. This is all one day, by the way. The day started with pizza and donut, remember? So I'm going home, and next to the line, waiting for my bus, there's this pretzel store. And you guys know how Auntie Annie's smells, right? This place was just like that. I think it was called like Pretzel Time. It should have been called Pretzel Crime or Pretzel Rub Me in Your Face and Feel Like Throwing Up. The smell is wafting over. Today, something was wrong. The screw was loose, and I was just falling prey to every single trap out there. So that was just another trap. Just for a pretzel, I willingly stepped out of line, gave up my spot, knowing that I'd have to step to the back of the line after I got my pretzel. And I did it! And I'm doing the walk of shame at the back of the line, like, should have gotten a large, because now I'm going to have to wait online even longer. That's what I thought. It's pretty sick. Oh boy. What else happened? Nothing was exempt. The cravings were all over the place. I could have eaten chocolate and fried chicken in one sitting. I mean, it was just disgusting. That's where I am. I know. I feel disgusting. I feel like I have rolls on my face. I think I set a record. But you know what? I know it's possible to turn this around. And today has been a perfect day so far. I'm going at everything double time, hardcore, triple focus, and I'm going to stay on point because There is no room for error. I cannot afford a slip up. I'm so close to the finish line. I'm 3 weeks away, and I believe that I can undo this damage and make progress and still get to amazing shape in 3 weeks. I believe it, okay?